yeah, 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 naked, yeah.
Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Veronica and recently I shared a video on Instagram of my Accutane results. Got a lot of positive feedback, comments, questions, all that good stuff. So I figured what better way to share my Accutane story than to start a YouTube channel. So here I am, and if you missed that video, I have provided the link in the descriptions. I have provided the link in the description below, so make sure you all check that out. And if you do not follow me on Instagram, follow me at Veronica Butler. I don't really know where I'm going with this YouTube channel. I just know that I have a voice that wants to speak for those who may be dealing with acne, who have questions about Accutane, may be nervous to try Accutane. I'm here to ease your mind. I'm here for it all. If you have any suggestions, if you want to see your girl lay her edges, we can do all that. So I'll definitely keep those suggestions in consideration when I'm creating content. And yeah, we're just gonna go through this together. So anyway, to my Accutane journey, I started dealing with acne. Wait a minute, I have one more thing to say. I have to be my own hype man. I am so proud of myself for sitting in front of this camera with no makeup on, talking to how many ever people that this video may reach. I never, ever thought I would see the day where, one, I would have clear skin, and two, have the confidence to sit here and do something like this. So I just have to put that out there for you all, because I am giving you my true, full self, and I just want you guys to remember that. So yeah, I started dealing with acne whenever I was about 12 or 13 years old. I was in middle school, and in middle school you're going through all these hormonal changes, your body's changing, it's weird. On top of this, I was dealing with acne. So if you're in middle school and you're going through things like this, just know that you're not alone. I know people are mean, so for all of you girls out there, guys too, do not let anyone make you feel defeated. Because when I look back and I think about all the mean things and negative things that people had to say about my skin, I'm so mad that I let it get to me. Because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's my rant. So when I first went to the dermatologist when I was about 12 or 13, he put me on some topicals, such as Epiduo, I think that was one of them, and this sulfur face wash that smelled so bad. Oh my gosh, it smelled so bad. I wish I could remember the name of it. So I started off with that. That wasn't working for me, and in high school I started trying some different pills. So I started taking Minocycline and Tetracycline, and I had an allergic reaction to both of these. And one of them, I can't remember which one, turned my teeth like a grayish color and my eyeballs yellow. So make sure before you start putting something into your body to do plenty of research, because I had no idea what was coming for me by taking these pills. So obviously I had to stop taking those, and in college I started taking Spironolactone. The dermatologist, he absolutely did not want me to be on Accutane. I brought it up to him when I was in college because I kind of heard about it, but he was so against it. He told me that Spironolactone would do the job. Little did I know that my skin was going to spiral out of control, so that's one of the side effects. It gets worse before it gets better. And I could not take my face looking like that, so I just gave up on the drug altogether. I stopped taking it. I would rather have acne than real bad acne. So gave up on that, and in December of 2018 I went through a bad breakup, and the guy said some really low down things about my acne. And what I did was use that as motivation. You know, I was like, I'm tired of people saying negative things. I have heard so much about Accutane. I'm gonna do my research. and I am going to get clear skin. So I was determined. So I started looking up Accutane. I brought it up to my mom, and she told me, yeah, you should go for it. Go to the dermatologist and see what they say. So I went to a dermatologist here in Atlanta in January of 2019, so a year ago, and basically poured my heart out. I went to a Lansky dermatologist. My dermatologist was Dr. Mandy Raymer, and she was amazing. When I tell you, I never felt more confident that I was going to get clear skin because of the encouraging words that she said to me. So I'm pouring my heart out in the doctor's office, and she's assuring me that Accutane is for me, and she starts, going through everything that I have to do to prepare for Accutane. So the first thing that Dr. Raymer asked me was, are you pregnant? And the reason for her asking me this is because when you are taking Accutane and when Accutane is in your system, you can absolutely not be pregnant or plan to become pregnant while you're on it. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. So iPledge is something also in preparation that you have to do. So iPledge is basically a website, and every month before you can get your Accutane prescription, you have to answer questions on iPledge. And the questions will be like, what are your 2 forms of birth control? So Dr. Raymer went over that with me. She asked me what my 2 forms of birth control are. Mine was birth control and condoms. And I had to list that in order every single time I answer that question. If for some reason you don't list them in the same order, it delays your prescription. Some other ones are, can you share your pills with anyone else? Can you be pregnant? Like things like that. They just want to make sure that you know and that you're constantly reminded of what you can and cannot do with Accutane. And so the prescription comes in the mail every month, and they send you only enough for the month. This is what the Accutane looked like. So I kind of, you can see, it's just little tiny pills that work miracles. But if you look on these pills, you'll see it says 40. So I started off with a dose of 40 milligrams a day. And if you look on the back of this, you can see, oh, that's upside down. If you, wait, oh, some of them are upside down and some of them not. So you can see a pregnant lady with her belly crossed out. So that's how serious they are about getting pregnant on this pill and birth control. So make sure you are on birth control when you take this. And this is actually called Minocycline. I don't know that word right there. That is basically generic Accutane, but all of it has the same ingredients. I think at one point I was taking Absorbia or something like that. Something like that. So as long as, I think Isotretinoin is what it's actually called. So as long as it has that in it, it all works the same. I think I took like 3 different ones, but Accutane is the most known term. Some of the side effects. Let's get into these side effects. So when you start Accutane, Aquaphor will be your best friend. And I'm sad I don't have my big tube with me right now, but I did have a tube of this in every purse, every jacket pocket, in my car. I even had one tucked into my wallet. This was my life, and if I couldn't find this, it was like the end of the world for me, because your lips get so dry, and that is not me exaggerating. They get so dry. It was to the point where I would tell people to not make me laugh because I didn't want to smile too big and crack the corners of my lips. They just used to re-crack over and over again. So did the middle. So Accutane, it dries you out. Dry skin every now and then, like on my legs and stuff. But because your skin is so delicate, they also ask you not to get any waxes, which may break some people's hearts before you get on this, because it broke mine. I could not get mine every 3-week Brazilian. If you get your eyebrows waxed, you cannot do that. I got mine threaded. I've always got mine threaded, so that wasn't a problem for me. No tattoos, and anytime you get cuts or bruises, it's just hard for your skin to heal. You can't drink. Accutane is very hard on your liver, so since it's already hard on your liver, and if you know anything about alcohol, obviously that's hard on your liver, so you just want to be super careful. That was another heartbreaking thing for me because I like my glass of wine every now and then. Mood swings. Oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for my poor co-worker. I can't talk. I feel so sorry for my co-workers and my poor boyfriend, because my mood swings, you never knew what you were gonna get. You never knew if you were gonna get happy Veronica, sad Veronica, crying Veronica, laughing Veronica. I was all over the place. And the same thing about depression. So depression is another side effect. I experienced loss of motivation. I wanted to lay around all the time, be lazy. I didn't have an urge to get out of the house. So if you are experiencing any depression while you're on this drug, any suicidal thoughts, that is also what the I Pledge is for. You answer those kind of questions about what you're experiencing in I Pledge. And if you are, they like to get you a therapist or a counselor that you can kind of talk to every month. I think that's all I experienced. To end the video, I wanted to go ahead and go through some questions because when I posted the video, a lot of people slid in my DMs. Okay, someone says, thank you so much for sharing your story regarding Accutane. I would love to know, how do you get started with taking Accutane for acne? I would love to see clear skin without having to carry makeup around to feel safe. So as I stated earlier, your local dermatologist, just inquire about Accutane. No, they don't like to put you on it if you hadn't tried everything else. So I would try some other things because you also never know what type of acne you have. I had hormonal acne, so I needed something to work from the inside out. So people would always ask me, oh, have you tried Proactive? Have you tried Rodin and Fields? I needed something that could go in my body and bring everything out. Anything that I put on my face would not work for me. Hey girl, I just watched your Accutane journey and I went through the same thing and have been down the same road. I just have a question. I see you don't have any scarring, so I was wondering what you did post Accutane to help your scarring because mine hasn't really gone away. So, scars are something that my dermatologist and I both swore that I would have. I'm not sure where they went or what I did. I wish I had an answer for this. But whenever I finished Accutane, my dermatologist told me to come back in about 2 to 3 months so we could talk about laser scar removal, peels, different creams. We never got to that point because I realized that I didn't need any treatment. That's something that I would personally get with your dermatologist about because only you and your dermatologist know your skin and what may work best for your face. Thank you so much for sharing your Accutane journey. If you don't mind me asking, what milligram did you use? I took 40 milligrams a day starting off, and after the second month, my dermatologist upped my dosage to 80 milligrams a day. And I took both of my pills at the same time. She didn't tell me there was a specific way to take them. I just took them both every night. Hey Veronica, if you don't mind me asking, what face wash did you use while you were on Accutane? I noticed it is making my skin very dry and looking for something that won't dry me out. So another life hack and a must is Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. Some of you may already know about this, but forget Dove, forget Olay, like this is where it's at, for real. There's multiple different scents, so this is baby unscented. There's lavender, there's tea tree, there's peppermint, there's citrus, all kinds of scents. My favorite personally is tea tree. They just were out of it when I went to get it. And also It's expensive, but a little goes a long way. It's definitely worth your money, 100%. I've had this for about 2 months, and this is all that I've used. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to slide in my DMs, personal message me, anything of that nature. I'll be so happy to help. And just wanted to thank you all for watching. I know this video is kind of lengthy, but I had a lot to say about my experience with Accutane and acne in general. And if acne is something that you are going through, like I said earlier, please know that you are not alone. Do not feel defeated. There is a way to clear skin, and we can work together to figure this out. So don't forget to click the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.
Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? You love me naked, yeah, 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 yeah.